Do we have echo on this? Is there echo? Can you add echo? That's what I want to know. Oh, wait, we did that some years ago.
We used to do echo, but not today.
Yeah.
Unless we go and find a machine and echo it, but that would take some time. Hey, look, we're on TV.
Hello, everybody.
Once a day, every day, we turn on the machines and we start talking for an hour.
Yo.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
It's Monday.
It is Monday.
So that means that Dan is back.
I'm actually wearing a hat.
Wow.
If you've been watching this episode for the 4 years that I've been on the episode, doing my appearance every Monday,
Shocking.
I have never worn a hat. This is the
really?
first time.
First hat. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you got any fake applause in there anywhere?
Somewhere.
Okay, if everyone could just clap just a little bit there.
Oh, hey Dan, you wore a hat.
What a trophy! Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
I almost thought that you were going to do the Sally Field.
What?
The Sally Field thing.
You like me.
You really like me.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
How's
awards.
Did I do good? How was that?
Getting awards for things that aren't real or not real.
Look, see, this award is of a silly person about to jump.
That person's not even wearing a hat.
I don't think they're wearing any clothes.
No, they're naked and not wearing a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe your hat. You can,
No, it's a symbolism of about to jump.
It's that you're better than. Wait.
It's about almost jumping. About
to jump.
I can
by
see
wearing
that
this
someone
funny hat over here,
has,
I'm about to jump. But it is keeping my head warm.
Good. It's cold outside.
Yeah, I find that because there's...
You think that thing about 80% of
your
your body heat leaving from your head? That seems kind of like an exaggeration.
I'm going to have to research that. I was talking with someone about that, and they said that apparent ratio is incorrect.
It seems like it would be incorrect. It seems too much.
But I've seen thermographs, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a camera that instead of recording in visible light, it records in a range of infrared.
Uh-huh.
And depending on the intensity of the heat, that changes the color.
Yeah.
It's of a little wavelength.
Did they say 80% though? Is that what?
Yes,
because if it was
yes,
80%,
I've been saying that since I was a kid.
if it was 80%, it seems like I could wear a really big hat and that's it. Because then I'd only be 20% cold.
Yeah, shorts and a hat.
If I could just wear a big hat all the time, and you could just wear shorts and
you might have to do the hat where the ski mask where it covers your whole head.
Oh yeah.
Right, because it's our head that loses all
this. But if you just have like a really giant head coat thing, you don't need any other coats.
A head coat.
And I find it to be the opposite. I mean, I like to wear the hat, but sometimes if you don't have a hat, you can just wear a lot of coats, and you're generally like okay. And so if it was 80%, then that would be only 20% of your heat.
Yeah. Yeah, and that reminds me, my daughter, she was driving and she discovered that her, the rear window defrogger, it croaked.
Oh no, unsafe.
Yeah, the defrogger croaked.
What happened? Did she have to pull over, or is she just dealing now?
No, it croaked.
So
and then I said, you must
replaced?
be driving an amphibian vehicle.
Is she able to? Should be able to drive still?
Oh yeah. Yeah. She just before she goes, she gets the old towel, wipes it down, gets back in.
She got to pull over once in a while too.
I don't know. She blasts the heat. I was riding around with her today. She turned the heat up to 800.
Whoa.
Yeah. The lead in the car melted, and the zinc as well.
So then
I don't believe that for a New York minute.
I experienced Venus up close and personal, but without the sulfur rain.
Yeah, you use the the heat to defog.
No, Dan.
The heat defogs. So.
Yeah. It crushed me.
It was too hot.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You say anything?
You're just continuing to exaggerate.
Oh, It was pretty hot though, dude.
Well,
you say-
yeah, but
Yeah.
talking
You say-
about the crushing,
It's too hot.
you're not that Viking or Pioneer.
Oh
Pro
no,
or whatever.
I do it as my per usual. I'll my approach is sideways. It's like I'm melting, melting, and then she's like, my defrogger. It
Oh, yeah,
croaked.
that's why she turns up the heat for the
Yeah.
defogger.
Yep.
Not just because you like so hot too, though.
Yeah.
Does it work? Is a window defogged with a heater?
Up near the top. She can see well enough out the back.
I'm not really even sure what the defogger is. It's like a fan, maybe, or
No. It's an element, a heating element. And if you look in your window, you see this little dark reddish brown thing that goes back and forth. Sometimes they're a different shape, or they come out in the middle and they go.
Oh,
and
that thing. Yeah, that's a thing.
It's a little tiny heating element.
Oh.
Yeah, just like your stove, oven, and such. Yeah.
Well, I'm
It
learning
sends
new
it-
things. I always thought it was some kind of air thing.
No, it can when it turns on, it basically feels like 80, 70 degrees or whatever.
Yeah, it heats up the glass.
So what about the one? What about the one in the front though? There's no.
No,
Oh,
there's
that
no.
one works fine. It's the rear wind.
But the one in the front is
The-
just a fan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot air blowing up the surface of the.
So if there's
the
a
window.
hot air in the front one, how come it's not in the back one? I guess maybe it would be easier for the element, but you just want to.
Well, you would have to route piping, air piping, from the front of the car where the heat source is to the back.
Oh yeah.
And I imagine with like limos. Oh, I'll bet you. If I were building a car with rich, fancy people going in it that would just pay outrageous outrageous.
It would have to go through the underbelly. It can't go through the roof of the car because
Well,
the roof of the car
the-
is really thin.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, that does make sense and all that. Since
Yeah, it would have to go in the under part.
Yep.
It would travel along where the
Axle.
along.
Yeah.
And it really just doesn't have to be a great big pipe, but it
No.
needs to be insulated like crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that seems
But
hard. I think the way they do it is probably the better way. But
limos, if you have a limo, then you can certainly throw,
That's what I'm
thousands
thinking.
of dollars.
Sure, because they're very
routing pipes?
expensive to rent. And
I'm sure there's power somewhere somewhere. But hey, Dan, how was the week?
what about just getting hose and sticking that from the front window and directing some of that air back there? How about a hose?
Just a regular hose, like a garden hose?
Yeah, and have it run across the top of the windows. Yeah. Okay,
You
I got
solved
dibs on that idea. I just invented that right now.
air
And
hose.
you're my witnesses.
You-
and you
You go-
were
you
my
go,
witnesses
bro.
Right now, today.
Right now.
A week ago.
You
Yes.
invented the vent.
Contact Dan for a licensing
That's right.
deal or term.
No
Yeah.
no more venting things until you
Now,
get
if your interior is green, you're in great shape. Okay? Because blending. It will blend. Yeah. Yeah, it'll blend. There'll be blending happening. I think you can get red and blue hose. So, that
Black?
covers. Yeah, but that's made out of rubber. And so the air coming out there is going to stink.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so. I
rubber,
don't-
stinky rubber air.
Well, no, wait. There is clear plastic vinyl hosing. It's
No, you get
clear.
the clear stuff. Yeah.
That's right. No blending needed. Ta-da! There you go. Just thank me when you build it yourself. Just thank me. You just
Don't
put part of the hose where the air is coming through, and some of that is just going to come.
don't
right out. Maybe.
Limo factory.
don't exhaust yourself though.
Oh, just use big staples.
No, but not like from getting tired with like car exhaust.
Yeah.
Don't would you carbon monoxide yourself to death.
No,
with
it's the
hose.
hot air coming out of the front window vents.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
have the hose on the side of it, so it's not taking all the air. It's going to take some of the air, and the question is, if the hose, if there's enough air pressure coming out of the hot air coming out of the vent to force the air out the other end, right? I wonder if that would actually work.
My mom in a
you
car where the
know-
things they started smoking one time, so we were driving in the car and the vent started smoking and we almost got killed. I think.
Oh yeah, that's when a belt breaks and it gets into the air intake system.
You are welcome there, Limo Manufacturers of Olympia Incorporated.
You heard it here last week.
Wow.
Today.
So contact Dan because
give me a call.
He's in your area. Oh, look at that.
It's time for the first dice game.
I already chose my number in a preemptive
Yeah, I know.
luck
That's
move.
not really fair, so you better write it again. Just
it's coming off. I need to write it again.
You think it's not fair? I think it's. I find it to be fair. I don't.
No, the people on the screen need to know that you're actually writing your number.
The
You mean
number
us?
is coming off.
We're on the screen. They're off. They're off the screen.
Just for participatory's sake.
You can play at home, viewers and listeners.
That's right. If you're at home right now, you should get a pen and write it on your something. Write it on your somewhere.
Yeah, on your somewheres.
Yeah. Write it down.
If you are confident in your mind that you're not going to cheat, you can use your own. You can also do that, but sometimes you want to cheat yourself. You want to change your number. You have your number, and then, well, this is the number I'm going to pick, and you say it in your head, and then later on, like, what? How real is that? Here it goes.
No, I think what they do is they say number 4, but really they're thinking, maybe I should have picked a 3. And so when it is a 3, and I'm winning at that point because I always pick a 3.
Number 1.
Then they say, well, I really was gonna pick 3, and so I'm calling 3.
Yeah, like you change your mind like that.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you don't write the number down.
That's right.
But how are you doing, Dan? How's the week?
Oh, pretty good. We did karaoke Oli.
Yeah.
This last Friday.
Carl was there, right?
Yeah, kind of a cool thing happened today. Someone wrote a letter to the editor in the Olympian, and they said, "Oh, karaoke, really great, blah blah blah. The Voice, American Idol, blah blah blah. Lawrence Welk." They were comparing us to other different kinds.
Was Lawrence Welk?
Oh my God!
It's a show that.
Oh my God!
I actually know Lawrence Welk actually from a movie called Boy's Life. It was based upon a book by Tobias Wolff.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Well, here, let's get the quick answer. Who's Lawrence Welk?
Okay, Lawrence Welk was a TV host that had a big band, and the big band would play various hits of the 50s and 60s. And he had a little choir that would sing to some of the songs, and then people in the audience would come out and dance.
It was like a
and
music
he had
show.
a bubble machine, and he was like this director of this little orchestra and with singers, and I could only watch about 10 minutes of that before I was ready to gouge one of my eyes out.
Yeah, it sounds like this guy's an old-fashioned guy then, because I don't know this.
He came on Sundays, and that was the only thing of interest on, and so I watched it for a little while, and then.
Who's writing letters to editors at newspapers?
Well, apparently
old people.
This person, Mark something. Mark.
Like who is reading the Olympian anyway? I'm surprised that they're still printing anything.
They're printing stuff.
It's like being in the newspaper. Better than being on online.
Yeah. People still get the newspaper for the ads.
They want the ads
and
specifically.
People do read the news in the newspaper. I mean, it requires no electronic device.
Yeah.
Like you say about landlines, maybe it's another 30 years before the newspaper kind of collapses.
They are dying. Newspapers all over the country, all over the world, as we become more and more digital. They're losing money.
It might not even take that much. 30 years.
They might have to change
did they tell you
fundamental way to survive.
Did they tell you before they put your show name in the?
No. Robert sent me a Facebook message, and he said, "Hey, we're in the paper, blah blah blah." And when I saw him later, I talked to him, and he's like, "Yeah, someone called the station and asked about the singing show." They asked something like, when's it on TV? So Robert was working on a short little promo for Karaoke Oli so that it would run concurrently so that people would see it, and the little promo would air every once in a while, and people like, yeah, Karaoke Oli.
Free publicity.
Yeah, totally.
I said, really nice. Like I said to a little boy that I saw in Fred Meyer, you can just work yourself up to the talent 20 times of Justin Bieber. The more that you sing, the more that you perform. So
You told a kid in Fred Meyer to sing?
Yeah, he had
You
been at
recognize
Fred
him.
Meyer the day after, and I was like, "Hey."
Oh, you saw
Yeah,
the kid
yeah.
from Karaoke at Fred
Yeah,
Meyer?
yeah, for sure. He recognized me more than I recognized him.
And so you guys talked for a little bit?
You know, he kind of got within my field of vision, and then I was like, "Oh wow, wait, I know you. I saw you yesterday. How are you doing?" You know, it's like, I like the cut of your jib, kid. Keep on doing what you're doing, or something. So yeah, it's yeah, free publicity and
What is TV?
yeah.
That's what happens when you work at a television station, man. I'm telling you.
Free publicity right here.
Yeah, you make your own publicity.
Yeah. Who's sending stuff to the newspaper? I don't know if it has to be like a letter, or like they email stuff to the newspaper.
Well, listen. Think about this.
Can you
online? Just hold on for a second. Online reading of news. Was that a common practice? Was that even much of a practice before the year 2000?
No.
Okay, so this phenomena is 14 years old, right?
Not old, yeah.
So anyone that got used to a newspaper that is younger than, say, 20?
Yeah.
I mean, older than 20? I'm thinking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're going to be familiar with the newspaper. You know what's in it. You know what it's about. You know there's ads. You know there's this. There's a sports section. All that stuff. You're familiar with it. But younger than 20, it's like, what the hell is that?
You know,
Well,
what
they're
to,
still-
giant
you know what to expect in
paper.
Section B versus Section
They're
C.
still in the
Exactly.
Yeah.
they're still in the boxes
Huh?
in the around the town. You know, you go around
Oh,
town,
yeah.
you see them all in the boxes. I think the kids they at least know what they are.
Yeah, but it seems more and more like they're going the way of the phone booth.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's so funny? You go to the
The
dollar store and you can
Teletype
buy.
machine.
Oh yeah, teletext. Yeah, I remember those. Teletype
Anyway,
machines.
dollar store.
Anyway, you go to the dollar store, and any given day of the week, you can buy a newspaper.
Yeah.
The newspaper is sold for, I think, 50 cents, the daily.
Yeah.
But the Sunday paper with the big pile of ads,
$6.75.
Oh
that's
my
$1.50.
gosh.
So people come in
You're-
to the dollar store to buy the
Yes.
newspaper to save 50 whole cents.
Yes. No. The Dollar
Yes, no.
Tree is
I find that amazing.
It's a
Maybe there's
madhouse. People, you know,
Madness.
yes, just to buy, you know, like save. Okay, I would want to save 50 cents too, but
I think they're just in there and they're buying it. They buy the
Oh no, bro! I've gone in there myself to save that
in the
50
morning?
cents.
oh yeah,
Yeah, you got to get there
Yeah.
before noon, or they're gone.
yeah. People are like,
Well, how does the dollar store?
There's an army of us
They're-
that do
they're,
this, Kenny.
They're getting you in there to buy other stuff, maybe with the newspaper.
no.
Like,
Generally, no. The people are just in there to buy the Sunday paper, and that's it. And
Is that
A few.
it's
you knew
like,
about this thing too, Carl?
Yeah, I was trying to shop for Mountain Dew. I'm sure after I was getting out of
They
church.
sell Mountain Dew there?
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where Carl. That's where he gets his Mountain Dew.
yeah. So
So they're cheaper there at the dollar store.
Did they know you there?
yeah.
They do.
That's where I'm going
no.
for my
They're
Mountain
like,
Dews.
hey, you got your due today, Carl?
No. There's so many employees there at
There's
the
not that
dollar
many. You go
store.
there every day.
Well, not every day.
So sometimes you buy a couple.
Well, anyway,
Well, anyway, you don't want to tell me about how many people there, because I think some of them don't know me. Even I go there enough. You don't think they know you from the Mountain Dew? They're like, Mountain Dew again, huh? They never said that. Nothing like. I mean, they're not gonna say that kind of thing, but they don't recognize you.
No, my schedule changes. You know, I buy 8 or 10 Mountain Dews at a time.
You know,
And
Holy
I'm not there
crap.
for another week. And, you know, because I'm not there consistently. I'm not there, you know, in the regular fashion. I can be there at 10 o'clock in the morning and then 8 o'clock at
Keeping
night.
them off balance there,
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah.
Not
I
showing
remember
up there
them.
every day. You're there. They just never know when you're coming.
But the people would be lined up, by the billions to
For days.
Yeah, the Sunday paper.
They get there on Friday to get their
It's
Sunday
info
paper.
time.
Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program you're watching right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show that's filmed right here in Thurston County every day of the year. It airs every night, 11:30 p.m. on Channel 22 and 2 a.m. on Low Power FM. Each episode, 106.5. Each episode broadcasts a week after it was taped in Washington. This on TV at 11:30 p.m. This episode taped the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone could come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for contact, so give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and now back to the program. Yeah. So anyway, people would be lined up, just to buy Sunday papers.
Yeah, but I think they started doing that at one time, and now I think it's not even about the saving money. They wake up on Sunday and they're like, "What am I gonna do right now? Let's go to the dollar store for the paper." I don't know.
And a Mountain Dew.
I don't know if there's so much. If they're like,
Well,
Pepsi.
they're like, "I'm gonna save that 50 cents." I think they're like, "This is what I do now." Yeah. We got a bunch of messages here. Maybe we should look at some of these messages. We got one from Robin. It's been a while for Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, Demolition Derby, Robin.
Ooh.
Do you remember that thing? Robin's answering a question about that we were talking about.
Hey there, this is Robin. Demolition Derby.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The name of where you're crashing cars,
Yeah.
the Demolition Derby.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Robin.
Thank you, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe Robin is answering a question. That's crazy. I remember I was
Is
trying
this from a week ago?
It is.
Yes.
Oh, Robin, that almost never happens.
Was this like a Monday ago?
I think it was a Sunday.
Okay.
Robin, I think that may be the second time anybody has ever done that. Ever.
Really?
Where I say, "Oh, what's that thing? Viewers, if you know, call in and do the thing." I say that, after I can, and it almost never happens. I think this is the second time in like 15, almost 1,600 days that has ever happened.
Wow.
So that's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I was trying to think of demolition derbies. I remember we were like,
it happens more often than me wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Do you remember that last week, Carl?
No, I don't, but it makes sense that
We were
it would
because
be
Mandy
on.
got in a car crash.
Oh, yes.
And I was saying, that would be car crashes are always bad, unless you're in one of those places in the arenas where cars hit each other on purpose. And we're like, "You mean monster trucks?" And I was like, "No, that other thing. What's it called?"
There's a big field with a big fence around it, and they try and crash into each other.
And we all
take the other cars out.
It's like mud wrestling for cars.
Oh,
Come on.
I think this might be too
Think
late.
about it. Think about it.
We all tried to answer.
Yeah.
And nobody knew. Nobody could remember.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 3. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
But it's...
Hey, Robin.
Robin,
It's the program. Thank you so much for answering that question.
that was spectacular and possibly brilliant.
It almost never happens. And
timely.
keep watching. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that it worked out. I just, I actually...
Okay, we need to do that more often then. It may increase the rate at which people call
they
and
need to
answer.
do it more often because we keep on talking.
I'm happy.
Come on, you.
I'm happy with both.
you
I'm happy
keep
with
on
both the rate
tuning.
that we do it, and
You.
I'm happy with the rate of us doing it and the response ratio. Two is fine. I'm not saying we should change things or anything. And
I
that
want
two is
more.
I am content with the amount we have.
No, okay.
Looks like somebody sent us an email. Robert Cam told us about the thing that you're talking about with the karaoke thing.
Yeah, there's the article itself.
I just think it's like not that much bigger than some guy. Like I think it's maybe even just like smaller than somebody just posting on the internet about
it's
it.
not just just the whole idea that actually someone actually took the time to either write an online letter to the editor or send one in by mail.
Uh-huh.
I think they can only take mail submissions, which kind of.
Are you aware of the hidden gem?
Publicity even more. You put a stamp on the envelope.
Someone has to go out of their way to write a letter like that and use proper diction and whatnot, and send the letter, and then there's all the people that read it.
I think there might be only 25 or 50 that come on.
1,000?
No, 1,000 to the Olympian.
I think
each day.
Well, no, that the paper goes to, that people read.
Well, they print 1,000 papers.
People
the
read
comments,
it online as
letters
well.
to the editor.
Yeah.
I think
probably
would
the
be
comment section.
Well, I think it would
I
be
need to get
50
back on that again.
Or 75 individual pieces of mail. So I don't know that they have a huge selection to go through.
Oh, I used to be a commenter on the Olympian comment sections of articles, and I would argue with so many people, and there are some pretty horrible people.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure on the internet.
But what I would do is I would pick like one article a night to read and comment on, and then I would come back to it after a day or two. But the way the Olympian sets up its comments is everything gets bumped down, and you have to go to number 2 and then look for it, and it's this, you have to scroll through this long list of comments and look for your name, because there is no way of tagging anyone. And you couldn't go to the Olympian and say, someone commented, someone used your name in the comment, blah, blah, blah. And, you'd want to be able to go there. But
get a better search
to them, but you can't.
You need a better search function, Olympian.
Right. Oh, yeah.
We're getting a call. Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Robin.
Hola.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you personally for answering one of our most almost maybe profound questions.
No, very not profound. It was just like a title. But almost nobody ever does that, Robin. I think you're the second person ever who has called in about an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. People just don't do it. So I'm glad you're watching and actually paying attention.
I was watching. I just been really having a hard time watching anything. I've been not feeling good, so.
Oh, that's too bad, Robin.
Well,
are you still on the oxygen and stuff?
No, I'm not.
I
am a little bit. I'm smoking less.
Oh, you're still smoking?
A little bit, not as much.
What about the oxygen though? Are you still on the oxygen?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Hey, have you tried the e-cigarette?
Yeah, I'm trying to quit smoking.
Yeah, have you tried the e-cigarette, the electronic cigarettes?
It's really hard to quit.
Have you tried those kinds of cigarettes, the electronic ones?
I tried the electronic thing, but it's how it is.
Yeah.
It's just so much frustration.
You didn't like the electronic cigarette.
Yeah.
It didn't do it for you. You want to keep smoking, you just gotta.
You can get listen, Robin. You can get the electronic cigarettes where the juice you put in them.
I got one of those.
Yeah, well,
I do have one of those.
You can get ones with like 24 milligrams in the same size. They're like super powered nicotine. It's high end turbo nicotine. Did you get that kind?
Yeah.
How about the patch or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the gum?
I'm on the pill too. I'm taking the pills, and
nicotine?
They're working okay.
What's the pills? Cigarette pills?
Huh?
It's like cigarette pills?
Yeah.
But you're smoking. You can't do that and smoke at the same time, though.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, but you're not supposed. If you're doing those pills, you're not. You gotta, like the nicotine pills, right?
Oh yeah, you can't be smoking when you're taking some other means of nicotine.
It sounds like. I seem to remember some story where somebody was trying to quit smoking, and they start chewing nicotine gum, but then they didn't quit smoking, and then they're just doing both.
Yeah, hello heart attack or something.
Well, you don't want to get double or think that you're smoking less, but you're making it up for that by chewing gum.
Robin already knows about that smoking is bad, but
right.
Robin, what are you watching on TV?
What's that?
What's on TV
right now?
What am I eating?
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, are you eating too? I want to hear that too.
Yeah. What you eating?
Hey, I'm gonna go let you go.
All right, thanks,
I'm really
Robin. We'll talk to you
tired,
later.
okay?
Bye.
He's eating a
I
ham and
really enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, me too. Keep watching. Thanks for watching, and good
I
luck with your
will.
health. Bye.
he's eating a ham Gouda let you go.
How do
She.
you
Robin.
know?
Robin likes to
Ham?
go by she.
Ham and Robin is a she?
Robin goes by she.
Oh, okay.
She. Robin
you
likes
may need
she.
to remind me. Okay.
Robin likes she. That's what.
okay.
So here we go. Let's
I'm
roll the
okay
next
with
dice.
that.
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
fine.
I just picture a male type person.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I need to project a 3.
You didn't hear about that? I mean, Robin, I think is watching the program, but Robin is transgender.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what the.
Okay, well,
we used to talk about to her a lot about it, but then also she smoking
Okay,
and has an
I'm getting a
oxygen
3
tank
right
and
there.
transgendered. Here we go.
3. 1 to 3.
Robin, I hope you feel better. 5 and 3.
Oh, it worked. It worked, Kenny.
What worked?
My
Did I write?
did that spill?
Rubbed off. Oh no, there it is. It's on my thumb. I couldn't find it for a little bit. It's a 4. I have a 4.
My psychic telekinetic powers turned out to be.
You do?
They
Oh.
worked only today.
Me and Carl pick the same number often.
What number did you guys?
We
pick?
have a 4 today, but it happens.
And so we got a 1, 5, and a 3 there now.
Yeah, so you have 500 points. You're in the lead.
Or 153.
Victory! Wait, give me a trophy. Pass me a trophy.
No, you don't.
Come on,
You
get
didn't
a-
win.
me a trophy.
You don't
Pass him a
run
trophy,
and-
Carl.
Come on, I gotta.
Come on, you don't run around the lap of victory.
Victory!
You
You gotta
haven't won yet.
You gotta say like the
Oh.
nominees for winning. I mean, for kind. I'm trying to get us off of where was it? Or put it off over here. There it is.
There we go.
There it goes. The nominees for winning but not yet won the dice
Oh.
game
Oh,
are me,
yeah.
Carl, Dan, and the winner of winning but not yet won the dice game goes to Dan.
Yay! I want to thank Sally Mae and Betty Sue and Cynthia. And yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this stuff. This is gonna be what we're gonna be doing for the Cream of the County Awards. This is some practice for me for the Cream of the County Awards, where I'm gonna have to hide the. I don't know if I have to hide the trophy out of frame. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
say,
great.
ah!
Yeah, that's great.
That's pretty.
That is the
I don't
way
do that. I don't
it
do this,
should be
this
done.
trick very much, though. But look at.
Slide it.
Like bringing things from out of frame into frame.
Sleight of hand, maybe.
Well, it's off stage. You're
Off
bringing
stage.
it. You're bringing it
Uh,
on. To
Oh!
Hey, do you know what that was?
Oh no!
That was a camera wipe.
What? Oh
That
boy.
was a camera wipe right there.
Ah. Hey
You know,
Dan,
you
any
had-
science
you-
news?
Oh, science news. What do you remember that I've told you about the Philae probe and stuff, that how it happened and stuff? Do you
not
remember
sure.
much of
The
anything?
comet.
Yeah,
I
the
think
little
I
probe
think
that
you-
landed and it went and
You
it
told us all
hit
about it last
sideways.
time.
Well, I saw this thing. What it did is when it bounced almost a mile, about 1.5 kilometers.
Yes.
I think it's around a mile. And
3 times.
yeah, well, what it did is it bounced this way, and then it changed its angle of approach. So it
Oh, what?
it bounced in a different direction, and the bounce was about half as high.
So it had a
And that was the
gyroscope
second
or some
bounce.
sort of.
And the third bounce, it landed, and it may have just slid down on its side. But they turned the solar panel, because they could turn the solar panel, right? They could rotate it according to its legs, because it's on a big bearing.
So it had a gyroscope or some sort of like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have tumbled.
Yeah.
It sure would have tumbled. It had a gyroscope. So it landed on its side, and it's only getting a short period of sunlight for a day. So they're going to be able to wake it up for short intervals of time use as it charges the battery, because every time the solar panels get light, it charges up the battery again, and then they use the battery to run the instruments. So they can still do stuff, and the most important thing, it was alive for 60 hours, and it sent a drill. They're not sure if it actually contacted with ice and retracted the drill and took samples. There were little drills in all the feet, and apparently they made contact.
I wonder what kind of information.
Oh my
they get.
gosh, that would be incredible.
The ice was the density of like snow rink ice, like skating rink ice.
Is that very dense or not very dense?
It's earth dense.
So I mean, there's water.
Mostly, it's like 90. I want to say 6.
So water is pretty. Water is pretty common in space.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's very common in our solar system. It is absolutely abundant. Europa, right? It's a moon of Jupiter. It's about twice the size of our moon. Has a liquid water ocean just under a crust that extends what they think is about 100 miles.
Oh wow, it's a
There's
lot of
more water.
The crust is ice, right?
The crust is water ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dirty. It's got grit and sand and carbon compounds on it and stuff like that, but it's the vast majority of water ice. In fact, almost all the moons of Jupiter are water ice except for Io. Whatever water ice that Io had is long since
evaporated because
steam.
it's hot.
Yeah, it's really small. The moons of Saturn, almost completely water ice except for a small amount of soot. All the moons of Uranus and Neptune, water ice.
Io is so small that it can't retain the water. It just evaporates.
Wait, what?
Io is so small that it can't retain the water that it had.
No,
it just evaporated.
Io is really, really close to Jupiter. Right. And so it orbits on the edge of Jupiter's radiation belts, Van Allen belts. There are belts of plasma that travel along, and they give off all kinds of
melted off
photon radiation.
The water just kind of evaporated off there.
Well, yeah, and so Io is that planet with all the volcanoes of the solar system.
Wow. Yeah.
It has like 3 or 4 blowing at any given time. Every time they've looked at Io, there's always 2 or 3 volcanoes just blowing their tops off. And they've studied it, and they can tell the age as Io spews out this molten sulfur, carbon, nitrate kind of stuff, salts and metals. It spews them out, and then you get this magma area that freezes, and it slowly turns color. And so depending on the color of the different regions, you can tell how old this particular volcano is, and they've been able to estimate pretty good that it's whatever size it was, whatever water that would have escaped into space, in one of these volcanic events. Titan, moon of Saturn. It's I think it's the biggest moon in the solar system. It's arm wrestling right now with Callisto. They're very, very close to the same size. If you count the atmosphere, right, the diameter of the atmosphere as opposed to the diameter of the moon itself, then Titan's bigger. So yeah, water ice.
Going back to
they think they found some on the poles of Mercury too. Mercury, closest planet to the sun. They think they found water ice.
Water didn't all go away on Mercury, and Mercury's super hot.
Well, half of it is.
I guess it wouldn't go away though, because it just stays in the atmosphere or whatever, right? Even if it's
Mercury doesn't really have an atmosphere, and so the heat would directly dissipate back into space.
Okay.
And I think Mercury has a really slow retrograde. Venus, I think, turns backwards. I think Mercury rotates forward just really slowly. It takes longer to make one full rotation than it does to go around in a year, something like that. It's super slow.
Its days are longer than its years.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that the ice could be migrating on its darker side?
Well, I don't know about that. It's just that they've got this little probe that's orbiting Mercury right now called Messenger.
Oh, really? It's not catching on fire, huh? They got super heat resistant?
Yeah, it's got shielding, all kinds of shielding. It's got this big shield, and it just stays right there, and it orbits Mercury. And before that was Magellan.
Commercial break.
And after these messages,
I'll tell you more.
we'll be right back.
Maybe.
Coming up on the next episode of the program. Whoa.
Hang on. My brain's being fried.
We're fried. Hey, everybody, it's the program commercial.
Through the brand new graphics of the background tape. Mr. Ginsu, what's up? Okay, well, tune in at 11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. for all of the interesting stuff of the program.
All the week and the next year?
Yeah, sure.
Next month?
Forever.
Forever.
On the fortnight.
Macaroni.
Or we can do it up.
Chicken? We could say muffins. No, we already did muffins.
Chickens.
Yeah, well, there's this vestigial thing from when we did theme days where it says call in about still. And so it used to say call in about, and then we'd look over here and do the thing. But now there's no theme day, so now when it says call in about, we just say things. Whatever. Things. And then people call in about them, but they don't because only 2 people have ever done that ever.
So, back when we started talking about the comet...
We got some
Right.
messages. I want to get to do some of these messages,
Okay.
actually, though.
Okay.
The grand jury in Ferguson, Missouri has
Oh,
made a
Ferguson, yeah.
decision on whether the cop, what's going to happen with the cop that shot the unarmed teenager that broke it or stole from a store. And so we're not sure what the heck's going to happen, but a lot of people are there and a lot of freaking cops are there waiting for them to actually give us the decision. Alright?
People are mad.
So I just thought I'd let you know that we're waiting for the decision, and
rightly so.
I think
that's what we're
they
doing.
made a decision
and
by now.
people
Maybe
on
they
radio,
did.
Yeah, they
everybody
did.
all over
What's the
place, we're
decision?
waiting for
Well,
a
they're not
decision.
saying yet.
Oh,
If you're not
man.
waiting for the decision,
Well,
well,
I happened to get it through my phone.
So is this is the same thing that was happening like months ago, though, right?
The
there's
big
no
protest,
good
yeah.
name for you if
And now
you
there's-
don't-
This
you're not
summer.
waiting.
So in the summer,
Oh.
some kid got shot, maybe
Yeah.
potentially illegally, and that's what they're trying to figure out. But
Yeah.
it definitely seems bad in the eyes of the community. Maybe not under the guise of the law. So it's possible right now that the law and the eyes of the community are not matching up, and that's when you start getting some kind of civil unrest.
Yep.
Well, from what I understand, the police is just letting him go.
Well, maybe he's like
So he's just losing his job?
No,
nothing.
nothing.
No punishment.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me
Well,
if
he's gonna
there
have
was
to quit.
no disciplinary action on the cops. Someone's calling me. Oh god.
You're gonna to get a personal phone call. There's a lot of things to look into that. I mean, if they decide to do that, then it does negate police
Oh,
power.
it's my daughter.
Dan's not you gonna answer?
Hey,
Oh.
Chris, I'm on the program. I'm on TV right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Dan's talking to
Do
somebody.
you want to call me back?
Personal phone call. Well, here, let's listen to
Okay.
this Dan Dobler message while Dan is on the phone.
Okay, I'll text you back. Okay, I love
Hi,
you.
Kitty.
Bye.
This is Dan.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing?
Real good.
You told me back. It doesn't matter how late it is.
It doesn't? Oh, okay. We'll call him back then, I guess. I thought maybe it did matter how late it was. Yeah, that Ferguson thing's pretty crazy. So, is it...
I predict
Really
that
sad,
there
too.
will be minor, if any, disciplinary action.
Doesn't that thing? I think this is probably what I said back in the time though. But how often do cops shoot kids for no reason? It seems like that would happen more often, like than this one incident. Why?
I think here this was one of those straw that breaks the camel back kind of thing. I think this was like for some people it was like I can't take it anymore. I can't. I know all this stuff. This happens so often, and this is
Dan
just
Dobler.
brazen
Is full.
injustice.
Uh huh.
It just trumped up by social media.
I just think. I mean,
I don't know,
for
it's
maybe
screwed up.
for their families and some close people, but like somebody decided that they were going to be mad about this, and then somebody said, I'm mad about this, and then somebody else said, I'm also mad about this. And there's so many bad things happening that are probably just as bad. And I'm not saying this thing is not bad, but there's a lot of bad things happening. And why are we so focused on this one bad thing? It seems like it's kind of this out of control,
Well, I'll tell you,
snowballing
I
of
belong
anger.
to the church of I can be mad at this, and that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just in addition to.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
all.
there's lots of people who are doing heavy protesting and stuff in the streets, and I think a lot of those people, maybe you're not one of those people, but I'm thinking a lot of those people are.
They're already mad.
You're looting. You're like
No,
it's like
no. The looting is, well, it's bullshit.
looting is bad.
Looting has nothing to do with the protest. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's thievery. That's all it is. It's being mad and damaging and theft. So
Through
so
the chaos, some
looters-
people are like wanting to get stuff for free. That's
Yeah.
basically what's going on.
So the guy is not getting in any trouble at all. Yeah, I think he's probably going to get
This is my
a
prediction.
reprimand.
This is my prediction. I have no idea. I haven't been following the story very well, but this is my prediction that the cops will do very, very little in the way of discipline because, in their view, he was either right or wrong.
Yeah.
And if he's wrong, then he's out.
Hello,
How you doing?
Mr. Ginsu. We're
Hey.
sitting on the couch. Dan's here.
Hey, Mr. Ginsu, how are you
You're
doing?
hanging out?
We're talking about Ferguson.
Yeah, grand jury.
Oh, Ferguson.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, they're getting kind of fucked up. Oh, I heard earlier they're fucking up the McDonald's and shit.
Oh no, not the McDonald's.
No.
What did the McDonald's do?
Yeah, call them. Call them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
They're probably closed though.
Oh yeah, you call them. Hey man, you guys haven't been like looted or burgled.
You guys got
have
any
ya?"
burgers left?
No, they've been hamburgered.
I need some of those
They
pumpkin pies.
they made a decision, Mr. Ginsu. Did you hear about it? I guess maybe they did, but they're not announcing it. That's what
Yeah, they let him go.
they're letting him go. No negative consequence whatsoever.
No.
There's got to be some kind of internal police negative consequence. So what happened exactly? The kid what was the kid doing when he got shot? He the cop thought he had a gun, right? Maybe the kid reached into his jacket or something like that, or what?
No, he walked away.
They said he punched him whenever attacked him with the police car. The guy fired his gun. The cop fired his gun and in the car, and then I guess he ran. And in the running part, the guy shot him in the hand, skinned his hand a little bit, and then he took off running. And then he shot him a couple times or something,
Oh,
and then
man.
he turned around.
Ugh.
Then he turned around and charged him, and then he shot him the rest time.
Oh, he shot him. That seems very excessive.
It would seem.
That also
That's
seems
why
like a
that's
TV. To me, it seems like TV cops. But maybe I just
Now,
equate back to TV.
From
but
what I understand, there was a lot of evidence that the cop, that the kid did not attack the cop, that he didn't hit him. That the kid hadn't done anything to the cop. The cop just made up that as bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is a grand jury. This is a group of people from all over the place.
Yeah.
Right. A grand jury it's people in a federal district area, and they are called to oversee the many
Hey, this is
different
everybody.
cases.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah.
what's going down?
Huh?
What's going down? Why are you saying what's going down?
What's
We're
going
already-
down?
We're already in the middle of it, talking about something. You're trying. That's like an opener. This is an opener.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Dan. Did you like getting out of jail?
Oh yeah. Did you hear
I
the story?
haven't heard it. You got me out of jail.
Well,
Thank you.
No, let's see. When did you leave that message? We should probably play it for him. I forgot about that. When was that, Mr. Ginty? Do you remember? Was that on the 18th, maybe? No.
I'm new. You didn't hear it yet?
No, I haven't
No.
heard
What
it yet.
day was that on? Though?
I'm
I got-
gonna though any
That's
minute
funny.
now.
Maybe if I think it was last Tuesday,
I
right?
apologize in advance.
No, it was.
All right.
I think
I
wasn't it?
apologize in advance.
What?
He apologizes in advance. He says,
That's right. Yeah, you're welcome.
"I don't know where it is." Oh, it's time for the final dice game.
Yeah, nice.
I was just
Oh, here it is.
wondering what you
Here it
thought
is.
about it,
Here it
but
is,
if
Mr.
you ain't
Gitsu.
heard
I'm gonna
it,
play it for him.
Okay.
nothing I can do about it.
Okay, we're gonna hear it. Here it is. Oh, Mr. Gitsu, pick a number. We're rolling the dice.
5.
Okay.
25 years and 23 hours later.
Here, rolling.
Time for Dan to get out of jail. So Dan's sitting on the bench
What'd you get?
in his jail cell, and
3 threes.
he's waiting for the guard to come.
Oh, wow.
And what
Oh.
the hell? Somebody walks in the back door
What was this?
to his cell.
This is it. Yeah.
He's like, what the hell?
What the hell?
Where'd you come from?
Yeah. Where'd you come from?
I'm the new janitor.
Who?
The last guy never showed up for 25 years, so they're giving me a new job. What? What do you mean? Yeah, they're pissed. The last guy never showed up for a janitorial job for 25 years, and so now they're going to give him some extra time whenever they fucking find him. And, yep. So Dan's like, well, what do you mean? Well, yeah, when you're in jail, they make you do stuff, and if you don't, they add time to your bullshit. So Dan's like, well, I would have been sitting here minding my own business. And the guy's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. This is my new cell, and you gotta get out. Oh, I gotta get out? Well, yeah, the door is open. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. What do you mean the door is open? That door's been unlocked for 25 years? I guess so, because I just walked right in. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, my God. That door's been open for 25 years, and I didn't even try it. Because I thought,
What have you been eating?
oh, my God. So the guy's like, well, yeah, you gotta go, so get the hell out of here. Okay, so Danny's
I
like,
see
oh,
some
well,
plot holes in
whatever.
the story.
I gotta go. So Dan gets out of there, walks out the door, it's unlocked, and he's just shitting his pants, going, I don't get it. So he starts walking away, and he gets shit.
Oh, what happens?
Did it time out?
Was that the end of the message?
Well, then he got timed out.
It
He
timed
said-
out. We're about to find out what.
Then he
what
gets-
suddenly happens to me.
What? So
There we go. Here it is.
he walks out of the exit door. It's got a sign above it. Exit. He didn't even notice that for 25 years. He's been sitting there staring at the wall.
I was in jail for 25 years.
he didn't notice his exit sign.
Well,
Damn.
okay. So he walks out that door, and he's standing out there going, oh, well, I'm free. I've been here 25 years anyway. I'm free. So he starts walking away. Oh, Mr. Gidsu's up on the roof in the watchtower, and he sees Dan walking away. He's like, oh, here we go. Putting an outfit on, and he's walking away. Oh, he tried to escape. He shoots him.
Oh, you killed him. You killed him.
I killed him. That sucks. get shot trying to escape. And so we better go find out who that is.
You're a cop, Mr.
So they go
Vincent?
down there, and then they're gonna do some
He was
fucking
prison
thing. And
guard
they're gonna go,
marksman.
hey, who is this guy? Why did he try to escape?
A
And,
warden. Oh no.
and they're like, what? This guy's not anymore. In the waiting area for 25 years. How'd that happen? He's supposed to be like in a jail cell. But he's been out in the waiting area, I guess. That's what the other guy said. He said he told him he's supposed to be here because the other guy didn't show up. And so he's been there 25 years in the waiting area. And he never even actually seen a jail cell. But he thought he was there for 25 years. He marked it on the wall. And, holy shit. Now he's dead in the parking lot because he tried to escape.
Everybody's dead.
Oops.
You killed him.
Twice about what?
That gets dark. You kill him personally, Mr. Ginsu.
It was an accident.
That's dark. The end of your story is you shoot Dan, Dr. Dan.
But it was an accident.
No, it wasn't. It was?
He was trying to escape.
But he,
And you're a warden. So
But why was the door unlocked?
It was unlocked for
He
25
was supposed
years.
to be in a jail cell, but they lost him because they're a bunch of stupid fuckers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they lost
And
track
so
of
he
me.
fucking walked out, and whenever he walked out, he got shot because he was accidentally trying to escape.
Oh, because they left the door open. All right.
Well, I died a free
It's
man.
kind of like a setup.
He did.
I forgot to tell you, I got there a week earlier and put the sign above the door. Says
the
exit.
exit sign, yeah.
I forgot to tell you that part, but
These
That's
are very
backstory.
patient people waiting 25 years. The ones that got me in there in the first place, they waited all that time to get me.
yep. And then I waited a week before you get out. I put an exit sign above the door.
And my crime was being an incompetent doctor.
No, but maybe the door wasn't the door wasn't actually open this whole time. He just tricked you into thinking
No,
that.
Oh, I see.
no, it was a setup.
It was a setup. So he went in there. Mr. Ginsu goes in there the day before and unlocks the door and puts his exit sign above the thing. And then you're like, what? The exit sign's been there the whole time? Because you're delirious from jail.
That's right.
Is that what is going on?
That's right.
Or I think the character of Dr. Dan is not very competent.
I was really grateful that you apologized in advance, and
Oh yeah.
that was very kind. Thank you. Okay, hey, Mr. Ginsu, now that we're all dead, are you gonna make a new story?
Well, that could be part of how I bring you back to life.
No, it'd be totally different.
Oh, we're
different
gonna be back
characters.
to life. We're gonna be zombies or
Oh.
angels,
No,
Can I be a robot?
it
clones.
could be like Jason.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
bring
I
you
like
back to life
Jason.
and
That,
I'll be.
I want to be a robot, a death robot.
I want to be like
Okay.
Jason.
I thought about that earlier. I'm like, man, I just make little robots out of every one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I
We're
want to
gonna
be the robot.
Well, do it, whatever. I don't know. It's the end of the show, Mr. Ginsu. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you later.
All right, there's one more message after that, I think.
Oh yeah, we haven't listened to it. Maybe later. Bye.
Okay.
There he goes.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Dan Dobler, Mr. Ginsu, Robin. Extra thanks to Robin. Congratulations, Dan. You get to keep your trophy. Kind of, not really though. You're gonna leave it here.
Threes.
Yeah. Get some more trophies here. Give him
3 3.
Carl,
Oh,
get-
one's enough.
Oh, it is, but you won
One's
for
enough.
real. That's your
and you get a plaque
Here's
too.
your plaque. Your
Oh.
trophy. Your trophy is your mid-win trophy. There, Carl
You
gets
get a
Thank you.
Bennet. You get
Thank
a
you.
Carl gets
diving- some sort of-
participation trophy.
Thank you. I get 3 trophies.
Is that everybody?
for 3.
If we keep giving out trophies, though, they're going to lose their value. Is that everybody we talk to, though? I think we
I
think
will.
everybody.
No, I kind of like the idea of you giving people trophies for small, meaningless things.
Thanks. Well, it's going to ruin trophies. Thanks. Comment.
And another one.
I have a chalice.
Episode number and date of the week. Thank you.
I have a chalice right there. There's my
Episode-
chalice.
Channel 22, TCTV. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
11:30
Thank
p.m.
you.
and 2 a.m.
YDHWM.com. Check it out.
I'm drinking.
Facebook,
beer
Twitter,
from the
YouTube.
show.
360-836-4384. Leave a message. Get on TV. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh,
We'll call you
yes.
back.
You guys want to be on the
On
crew?
the
I'm doing it.
program.
Think if you want, though. UFO FBI. Thank you for the song. TCTV, thebaby.com, Psycho Feeling. Yes, Jordy E, fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you, viewers and listeners. Hell yeah, dog.
Woof woof.